Hi chat. Welcome to another stream. You all are doing well today. Wow, that was for some reason really difficult to get out. Let's see. Today is a Saturday. It is Saturday, November 28th, 2020. Which means we're closing in on the end of November, and that means next month we're going to be doing Advent of Code. So we're going to be streaming basically every day. Let me show you that. Oops, this button. So we're gonna be streaming, every midnight Eastern, every day for a couple hours, as we try and solve the Advent of Code puzzles. If you guys don't know about Advent of Code, the idea behind it is, let me look at a previous year so I can show you an uncompleted year because I still haven't finished 2019. I'm so close to finishing. I should probably just go back and do it at some point. But I got stuck on some mathy problem. But anyway, the idea behind Advent of Code is there's a series of puzzles, and puzzles have some like nice prose behind them, and they usually end up being like a kind of interviewee like problem solving question. And I don't know, you go through and implement them, and everyone has unique inputs, well, somewhat unique inputs. There's like, I think there's like 20 sets of inputs or something like that, and they align to different answers, and you type in your answer on the web interface, and everyone has a different answer. Well, most people have different answers, so like cheating from other people isn't helpful. But it's kind of a cool, fun little interviewee puzzle kind of dealio. But I've done it, think I didn't do 2017. I did a few days just to demo it to somebody, probably you guys in chat. I did all of 2018. I did almost all of 2019, and we're gonna be doing 2020 this year. Let's see. Let's say hi to everyone who's here today. We've got RKJ, who is first. We've also got Matchsec. We've got James Boyd. We've got Sammy Volas. We've got Chrono. RKJ says, "Are you aiming to get on the leaderboard or just to chill?" I think I'm gonna try and get some points. I mean, I think it's actually gonna be a lot harder to get points this year because everyone's gonna be home with, COVID and such. But we're gonna try and get some points. Until it is, untenable to get points, because I imagine, as the puzzles get more and more difficult, I'm less and less the like quick problem solver. I don't know. We got a bunch of points last year, so we'll probably be able to get some points this year again. Let's see. What did I stats? Where are personal stats? How do I find personal stats? It's on our leaderboard. Personal stats. Here we go. Yeah. So I got points on day 9 twice. I got points on day 14 once, day 15 twice, day 16 and 17 and 18. So I got points on quite a few days. Of course, not enough to put me in the top 100, but I was pretty proud of getting some points. This is actually way more points than I thought I did. But yeah, and then I got completely stuck on 2019 or day 19, so we didn't actually do anything. I don't think I got any points in 2018. Yeah, no points in 2018. Then again, the way I did 2018 is super chill. You can see most of these are greater than 24 hours, and that was because I went home around the 17th day, or no, the 21st day. I went home, so this was the last day that I did live. I actually did really well on day 21 that year, which I'm impressed with. But yeah, and then I did these after the fact. But most of these were like I did them on Saturdays, so you can see like bunch of midweek wait time, and then did a bunch of them in a row. But anyway, it should be fun. Should be fun. Are you planning on doing different languages this year? I don't know. That was a lot of time spent last year. I think what might be fun is just do them all in SQLite. Because I thought that was really fun. Did a lot of a lot of stuff that was pretty silly, but I don't know. I think I can apply similar techniques to what I did for last year's. I mean, we got a full Turing machine implemented in SQLite. So I think we can probably solve most of the first 10 or so days in SQLite, just for the fun of it. But who knows? We'll see what happens there. Magic says, I thought to ask you, what would you recommend a Python noob to do in order to develop skills? I can build simple projects in command prompt using libraries, but is there any tips from you? I really like what you do. I mean, building projects is usually my recommendation. That's how I've learned what I know is from building, a bunch of products. I think like building things just to build things isn't that helpful. I think building things that are personally beneficial are, is going to motivate you more and you're going to learn better that way. Yeah. I don't know. Most of the stuff that I've learned has been from either, reviewing other people's code, working on projects, or solving really strange, weird edge case bugs in software. Whether that's like porting stuff to a new platform or dealing with somebody's completely fucked up home directory setup or like all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah. RKJ says I vote SQL for everything. Yeah, we'll try and do a few in SQLite because those are always fun. Elevator says, when I get a new PC, should I dual boot Windows and Ubuntu or use a VM? It's up to you. It depends on what constraints you have, what things you're willing to get out of it, what you want to even do. For me, VMs make sense. For you, it might not. SDK says, if you aren't interested in what you're doing for the sake of it, it can soon become tedious. Indeed, that's very true. Like, if you're just going through the motion, go through the motion. Like, you're not gonna really enjoy it. You're not gonna get the most out of it. This one says, what does fucked up home directory even mean? Oh god, some people have like the weirdest setups. Let me think of the weirdest one. I debugged a bug that only happened on FreeBSD with Node.js installed to the system and with a custom npm config. And the combination of all of those things caused npm to generate an incorrect symlink because on FreeBSD the home /home is a symlink to like share home or user share home or something like that. And so npm with a special configuration was generating an incorrect symlink to the wrong place, and then everything was exploding and like all sorts of crazy stuff. A crazy combination of things led to that sort of problem. I actually, we can just go through the pre-commit changelog and I can tell you stories about like a bunch of them because almost all of them were while figuring out changelog stuff here. Let's see. Yeah, here's like another example. Fix the healthy check for language Python on Windows when the base executable has non-ASCII characters. So you had to install Python in your home directory. You had to have a non-ASCII character in your username, and you had to select that as your language version. So weird overlap there. Let's see. This one, another weird one. Windows has a different command line length limit when you're running .bat files or .cmd files, as opposed to any other file type on Windows. Like, that's just another weird thing. This one, if you have RBenv set up and configured in your home directory, sometimes RBenv acts differently. This is actually the same bug. It was broken twice in a row. Let's see. What is another one? Yeah, here's another one. Improve healthy for language node and language version system hooks when the system executable goes missing. So when you have node installed and you install pre-commit with node installed, then you uninstall node, this breaks. That's kind of a weird one. Back up. It's fixed now, but fix POSIX-like shebang invocations with shim executables of the git hook script on Windows. Oh, this was you have Python installed, but it's not a normal python.exe. It's a shim executable that looks like a POSIX executable, which normally doesn't work on Windows. But pre-commit detects it and tries to run it. And the fix is to put .exe into the shebang or something like that. Or remove .exe from the shebang. I forget. This one, if you have this, if you have this configuration option in a GemRC, then installing Ruby hooks breaks. Nope. Let's see. No real weird ones here. Oh yeah, here's another one. When you're on Windows, you're using the Pi launcher to discover executables, and one of the executables has a non-ASCII character in its executable path. Like, anyways, I could continue to go through this. This is just back till May. These are just things this year that I found that are just like, what the fuck? How have you possibly done a computer that's in this way? But anyway, like maintaining something that has been used in all sorts of these crazy combinations can lead to a lot of, you know, strange outcomes there. But anyway, hopefully that kind of answers some of those questions. Acid Use says, I spent days trying to solve esoteric Linux issues because it has been part of a project that was important to me. Yeah, there you go. Like, the number of, like, weird fucking things that I've run into that, you know, are documented in this hilariously long markdown file. Nice. I guess we can't make it any bigger now. Is pretty nuts. Androsek says, but you said you are not using any libraries. You build everything without libraries. Would you recommend me to do things without libraries, or is it too advanced for me? I mean, I do use libraries sometimes, so a lot of times I don't need them, so I just skip them. Like, I don't know. For me, I've been burned too many times by having a dependency on something that just magically decides to either like make a breaking change or change its behavior in an unpredictable way, or like delete itself, or like all sorts of weird things. And I find that like there's a trade-off between adding a dependency on a library versus just like, you know, writing 5 lines of code. And for me, like 5 lines of code is not worth adding a dependency. So I'll often either rewrite something or, you know, take the one function I need out of it. For Precommit, unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that I needed didn't really have any libraries, partially because, you know, like things were less mature when I wrote the baseline stuff. So Precommit itself has a bunch of like mini libraries inside of it. You know, like there's a coloring library here. There's a environment variable context manager library. And in theory, I could split this out and it would be its own, you know, standalone library, because, you know, it doesn't actually import anything from Precommit, but it implements this kind of cool context manager, which allows you to patch environments in a updatable, or in like a you know, reentrant updating way. Or like file locks. You know, there are a couple implementations of file lock out there, and none of them had the behavior that I actually needed. So I, you know, did some research about the MSVCRT library, implemented one for Windows, also implemented the equivalent one for POSIX, and like, you know, have my own little file lock thing here. And this again could be a standalone library. It has no dependencies here. What else? This actually shouldn't live in the public namespace. I need to move it. Shebang parsing libraries. There's another example. Like, this actually ended up being split out into Identify, which is kind of cool. But like this was a thing to do command normalization based on shebang parsing, and Windows does not have shebang parsing, so we port that behavior over to Windows and make it so shell scripts work. And I don't know, there's a whole bunch of stuff like that it's just like, you know, you have to learn the nitty-gritties of how things work, and sometimes people actually haven't implemented libraries that do this sort of thing. Yeah, like here's another example. This is an implementation of xargs, but in Python. Because depending on POSIX, xargs had a whole bunch of other bugs. Oh my goodness, let me see if I can find that link. This one. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. No, stop. This is another one of my favorite what the fuck bugs. if you use let's see if I have the original one. If you use the echo, that's part of MSys packaged Git, and you put curly braces in the argument string. This actually works for any of their commands. So like grep has this bug too on Windows. Hey, what's up, TPS09? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you put curly braces in there, you would expect it to just print out curly braces because, you know, on POSIX, echo, hi, curly one, curly, or bin echo, hi, curly one, curly. You know, it just leaves curlies there. That's just how it works. But on on Windows, the curlies get eaten for some reason. And interestingly, if you put a space in there, that works just fine. And if you put it in double quotes, it also does just fine. And then if you know, call it with Python, it ends up being different. It's just like a whole fucking mess. It also works fine with bat. But this ends up being a bug in CRT0, and they just like close this and we're like, go fix it somewhere else. But anyway, like, you know, you run into a lot of really weird things the more software you write. But anyway, hey, what's up, Beldethis? Hello, hello. Good to see you. I knew that weird people existed, right? Oh, did you get your chat plot way up there? Yeah, look at that. Look at that, James Boyan. You don't want to fucked up home or use Virtualem for different projects. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, totally. Hey, what's up, Codeblue? Hello, hello. Codeblue says, why are the pound and at links in the changelog file not actually working as links? GitHub is really inconsistent about where it links stuff and where it doesn't link stuff for some reason. Fortunately, in the release notes, these all link properly, and this is where I end up copying that changelog into. I don't know why they don't link from normal Markdown files like that. There's at least 2 implementations of Markdown that are used at GitHub, and they both act differently in different places. So like there's the one used for issues and pull requests, which has this one really annoying quirk where like normally when I write these, I word wrap at 80. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. I did space and it put a period in there. Yeah, normally I word wrap these at 80 characters, but then GitHub forcibly word wraps these for whatever reason. So that's one of their implementations. Then they have the other implementation for rendering Markdown files, and then they have the one for rendering. I should just cancel this. I don't actually need to do that. Then they have the one that's for rendering issues and pull requests, and those all do slightly different things. But yeah, Beldata says, I just came here when you shut the Google Calendar. Any changes to the schedule? I haven't changed the schedule yet, but presumably when I'm streaming every day, we're probably going to cut some of the normal streams because, you know, we're going to have everyday content. But yeah, no changes yet, so still the same until then. Kemek says, next month I start a student job helping to code an online platform in Python using AWS serverless. Any recommendations regarding making a good impression or whatever comes to mind to you? I don't know. I think the so I assume it's an internship. Like the biggest advice that I have for an internship is your primary goal is to learn stuff, and your secondary goal is to have fun, and then your tertiary goal is to like actually build stuff. Like use internships as an opportunity to learn things and like, you know, ask a lot of questions to people, learn a lot about from software and building stuff from your mentors and such, and interact with other people. Like I think the biggest thing that I got out of internships was like better understanding the people problems at play, and like also building a good mental model of how businesses and other stuff works. So Yeah, I mean, don't worry too much about doing well, I guess, is the answer. That is kind of the surprising answer, but usually what I say in that situation. James White says, I mean, I got a Gen 2 system, so I could probably get some weird. I mean, yeah, Gen 2 often ends up with weird stuff. Mostly because of libc differences. James White says, by the way, how do you keep Virtualem up to date? I mean, I just periodically. Well, on my machine, it's automated, so I have this virtualenv in tilde opt vm bin, or tilde opt vm. And if I delete it and go to my configuration management software and I run it, this will automatically set it back up. So I periodically do this. Bad password. And so this will just go through and automatically do it for me. Digit says, so I got into another relationship with the new girl that asked me, we just... 1 day relationship. Nice. Elevator says, I'm thinking to work on Babby and get it ready for Mac 10.13.6. It should just work. There's nothing special. Yeah, it should just work fine. You're probably, like, the problem you're probably hitting is not actually Babby, but the, regex library not having a wheel for 10.13 because when I built the wheel, there was only, I could only, the only public CIs are 10.14 plus. Pypad.org/, yeah, let's see. 10.14, yeah. So, really all you need to do to get it to work on macOS 10.13 is to figure out a way to rebuild this source distribution here. Oh, you can't see it because it's off screen. This source distribution here to build this wheel, which actually shouldn't be too hard. You want to look at the directions on how it gets built. You can look at where is it? Mac OS. Yeah, so these are the instructions. Actually, these are the instructions. You probably don't actually want to do this on your computer. But you can do this, and then you need to stitch the wheel. Pipeline templates. And you can stitch the wheel using this code here. That's the magic sauce that will make that work on 10.13. I actually don't have access to a 10.13 machine, so I can't build a wheel for it. Otherwise, I would just do it. This one says, I love when you find a bug and at the end of the thread they closed it and said, fuck off. That's funny. I was fooled by the fancy website and the download numbers are prettier. I thought it was useful, but I found out that ESLint has a no floating promises rule and can do everything else Prettier can, so I just uninstalled it. Thanks. Works on my machine, Anthony 2020. I mean, the number of times that I wish I could have said that was, too damn high. But it's a whole other thing. The AOC streams would be super early to me. We'll try to be there at least for the final hour. I see. What a roller coaster, indeed. Jason says, meant for like every product you have, you make a virtual, but how do you keep all those virtuals of your products up to date? I mean, I find that I don't need to update them very often. They're mostly just, create once and then I continue to reuse them. Like, when did I create this one? This one was created mid-July, and I'm still using it in November. Now, granted, it probably wouldn't pass the 3.8.2 final Python 3.8 version. Yeah, it wouldn't pass the healthy check for pre-commit, but it still works. Mostly because Virtualem's a lot more stable now, or Virtualems are a lot more copyable now, because the Python executable doesn't actually get copied into here, it's just symlinked. And so as long as your binary dependencies are binary compatible between patch versions, which most times those parts are, it's really the copy parts that are the problem, then you don't really need to rebuild your Virtualem. Now occasionally I'll upgrade dependencies in there, but pip install -u, good to go. I use edible installs as well. Hit freeze. Yeah, forgot to activate. I got you. Yeah, so I use editable installs, and this was probably set up a long time ago too. But as long as you have an editable install, whenever you pull, it'll just continue to work. But if you're shifting dependencies a lot, yeah, you're gonna run into problems where you need to, constantly upgrade and downgrade stuff. But yeah. Samuel says, yes, can confirm. I tested Babby on my debugging Mac. Works fine on Big Sur. I also didn't run into issues with most homebrew packages. Oh, that's cool. Works on Big Sur. Didn't even know. Hey, what's up, Melting Lava? Hello, hello. Good evening. At least in Norway, like the half an Anthony we see today. Oh, was I like chilling off screen? Was I hanging out over here? Anyway, I can be more on screen. Ethan says delocate. Uh-oh. Yeah, the other thing is I'm using a fork of delocate because there's a bug that's still not fixed in delocate. Actually, let me check. Delocate. It wasn't fixed when I checked 6 months ago, and it wasn't fixed when I checked a year and a half ago, so I doubt it's fixed still. Let's see. Yeah, Svert fixing top level extension modules. This is still not fixed. But my fork fixes this, but my fork conflicts like real hardcore with the current master, so it's not in a place to like get them working again. But yeah, this shit's been broken for forever. It's been broken since 2016, so that's why I'm using a fork. Yeah. It's kind of a mess. Match success. Is Ubuntu your primary system? No. It is my development system, but it is not my primary system. Also, hello, Ethan. Hello, hello. I almost said hello, Ethan. What am I doing? What is my brain doing? I'm a little bit tired, but yeah. Good to see you. Cyberbenny says, please send more detailed reproduction steps is the better way to say it works on my machine. I mean, yeah, but sometimes people like drop part of a stack trace and like don't tell you the command they ran, don't tell you your configuration, don't tell you the version, don't tell you anything. And in those cases, please send more reproducible steps is absolutely the right answer. I have to imagine that people think that you can somehow see their screen or like completely know exactly what they're talking about a lot, and so they leave out a lot of important details and questions. And I think like, if people understood that they're being unhelpful and that there's some very small easy things that they can do to improve their bug reports, like everything about open source would be way better. But instead you get these things that are like, I ran this command and it didn't work, and you're like, all right, didn't work isn't a bug report. What command did you run? What's your output? Like, don't hide any details. Just show me your output. My favorite is when people doctor they like after being like, please show me the output, and then they show the output, but they doctor it. They fucking change it so that it's not the real output. And then I'm like, I know this is impossible because that's not what the output looks like. So you're lying to me. Please just tell me the actual output. And it's like, oh god. I wish people, I've had this happen a few times and it was absolutely great, where somebody made a bug report. Attached to the bug report, they had a Docker file. And in the Docker file, they had the command that it runs at the end of the Docker file. So all I had to do was build and run their Docker file, and then I saw the exact error that they were running into. It was so good. It was so good. But, requiring that from the average user is fucking nuts. No one's ever going to do that, so It's very helpful for that one situation, but I don't think it's a solution to solving problems in general. But anyway, hey, what's up? The Markham. Your name's really hard for me to read for whatever reason, but welcome to the stream. Good to see you. But this says, oh, Tony-chan. So today I discovered Jin config. Are you familiar with it? What do you think about it? Jin config. It's a Google project, which means they are no longer using it, and it is probably not good. Lightweight configuration framework. And so the thing about Google is as soon as they open source anything, they're no longer using it. I think, yeah, I mean, even with Kubernetes, like, they're using some weird fork of it internally. Also, if they're suggesting setup.py install in the year of our Lord 2020, there is something very wrong with this package. Why does it have TensorFlow and Torch stuff baked into it? Oh, and magical decorators. I don't like anything about this. I'm still not sure what it's supposed to do. This just isn't even valid syntax. Unless this is their special config file? We don't need another configuration format. That's what it is. It's a config file format. We don't need another one of these. Why do people keep making these? Oh god. And you can write Python code in them? No. It's not a good idea. I don't like it. That's my answer about this. I don't like it. Everybody says, when are you going to build a package registry for precommit.ci? Why? What do you mean? I don't think I need a package registry. What would it contain? In a way, there already is a package registry. The cache is kind of a package registry. Ethan says, editable installs the best. Too bad not all package distributions work with them. Yeah, that's true. Especially with the new PEP 517, 518 stuff. That stuff, like, markedly does not work with editable installs. Hey, what's up, front left by the speaker? Good to see you again. Plushes are looking kind of squished today. Yeah. Ty is being a real chonker today. Also, is that Zach or is he? That's Zach. Zach's real squish today. Poor Zach. But yeah, Plushy's a little squish today. Hello, Ethan. I could get so many airports. Running X command didn't work. Yeah, those drive me up a damn wall. No stack trace, no other information. Oh my goodness. Hey, I ran your program and it crashed with a seg fault. Why? I don't know if you did this intentionally, James Boyan, but you used the wrong your, and that fucking happens all the time too. I think you did it on purpose. I'm gonna give you the credit that you did it on purpose. But oh my god, so true. It's broken. No other info. I thought the story will take a turn into doctored Dockerfile. No, I mean if it's good Dockerfile, like ship it. Oh wait, is it Python-m setup.py? Is that what it was? What the fuck? That's not gonna work, yeah. This works in Python 2 though. Why do I know this? I think it works in Python 2. Something like that. Hello. Python 2-m t.py. Yeah. It works in Python 2 due to dumb reasons. And if this does exit, it just kind of works. Oh, what? Oh, wait, I didn't do -m. I was like, wait, it works in Python 3 also? What the fuck? Oh, you know why? You know why? It works for a really dumb reason. You can actually do t dot blah blah blah, and that also works. And the reason Let's see if we can actually see it. See if we can actually see the reason why. Yeah. Well, we can kind of see it. So, as part of the import bit here, let's actually see if we can break a point on that. Fucking import lib garbage. Yeah, so in order to import the full module length, it has to import the first chunk first. And so, by importing the first chunk, it just ignores the rest of this. That's why it works in Python 3. But the thing that I was thinking of is, if you have foo, touch foo init.py, touch foo /bar.py, if you do python-m foo /bar.py, sorry, Python 3, you'll get a module not found error. This is fine. This works great. This is exactly what I would expect. This is not a module name, which is what -m expects. But why's my keyboard fucked up? Oh my god. There we go. Python 2 is like, oh wait, is this a 2.6 thing? Oh wait, no, it's foo /bar, right? Okay, yeah. So Python 3, no module name this. Python 2, yeah, Python 2 just is like, oh yeah, I knew what you meant, and replaces the slashes with dots. For some fucking reason it works. But anyway, weird stuff with -m. I think that library was specifically designed to trigger Anthony in addition to fast core. Yeah, right? Maybe its syntax is valid in Google's Python 2.8. Yeah, it could be. Google runs their own weird fork of Python 2. It's actually, does it have version info 2.8? I forget. Package registry instead of creating all those mirror repositories. Oh, you mean for precommit.com? I mean, that's what this is. That's what this is. Actually, this is a list of all the things that are supported. But the mirror repositories are often because upstreams don't accept the config format, so I have to create a mirror. Or they do accept the config format, but their shit's so fucking broken, like Prettier, that it's, you know, untenable to maintain that going forward. Another config format, yeah. My personal Zish theme is called Yet Another Agnoster Fork. Oh, I see. What happened to your knee? Does it hurt? What do you mean? My knee's fine. I'm just tired. But it's not open source because I copied from GPL3 repo. I don't know that you want to admit to that. Python. Oh, is macOS really? Python is still Python 2 on macOS 11? Ugh. Shouldn't you print without parentheses in Python 2? So, funny thing about that. Print hello, hello. The way this actually parses in Python 2 is actually I should probably just call this, yeah. The way this parses is P is print statement and S is a string, and these are just grouping parens. So this parses the same as this and this in Python 2. So as long, I mean, what I did when I was porting from Python 2 to Python 3 is, as long as I'm not using like file equals here, I'm okay using this syntax even without from future import print statement. But oh my god. Fuck Python 2. It's broken is to engineers what the data is wrong to data scientists / analysts. Yeah. Oh wait, I remember this. God, this is a real what the fuck, right? I don't want to die. Hey, what's up, Dan the server? Hello, hello. Lizard Pythonic says, what does the -m mean / do? So -m is run a module. So what you're supposed to have is a module path here. So in our case, you'd use python-mt, python 3-mt, since the module name is t for t.py. Or inside foo, we have foo/bar, so you'd use python 3-m foo.bar, because this is the module path. And -m is really, in my opinion, the only way you should ever run Python scripts. Because otherwise there's weird syspath fuckery that happens if you do python 3 foo/bar.py. I really need to make a video about this at some point, and I need to stop typing Python. This does weird things where it sets sys.path to include this directory here, which is maybe not what you expected, and so imports work a little bit strangely. And honestly, like, most of the Stack like, I probably see this as a question on Stack Overflow like 3 or 4 times a day. Partially because it's really difficult to make a duplicate for this. Because, you know, searching for this problem, unless you know what this problem is, it's really hard to find the answer to this. So there's a whole bunch of questions about it. Fortunately, what I usually do, I have a wiki page about this. Actually, I think I have 2 wiki pages about this. First one's called Python Path Sadness, if I recall correctly. Python Path Sadness, yes. So check out this video. That's a pretty good one. Oh, Badath has already linked it. God damn it. I'm pretty sure I have another one too about this. What is it called? This one? This is a related problem, but not that problem. Oh, there's also the Flickate one. Here, this one. These are 2 related problems. They're not quite the same. But, yeah, I've been meaning to do a video on this. And I think I already have another thing in the video idea list that's similar to this, but okay, this one is slightly different. This one is also slightly different. These are actually more related than this one. But yeah, I've been meaning to do a video on this at some point. Anyhow, yes, always use -m. CodeBlue says, you know, the best way to fix your muscle memory for Babby versus Nano is to remove your alias or just type Vim. Yeah, I know. We tried removing it for one stream. I think it's fine at this point. I'm not going to be able to fix it. iMac, there is still 273839. What should I do? Well, you must have installed 3839 because they don't ship with macOS 10.13. GeForce says, what do you think of Brython? I think it's a cool idea. The problem is it has neither JavaScript semantics nor Python semantics, so it's kind of difficult to run code on it. Also, it's a little bit slow. But I do think, like, you know, it's a little unfortunate that the web is so, like, you know, JavaScript or bust. On the web, but I don't know. What are you gonna do? There's some scratches. Do I have scratches on my knee? It looks fine. Oh, I do have a scratch. Oh no, this isn't a scratch. This is this is an indentation from leaning my knee against my desk. So this is just the imprint of the top of my desk. It's not actually a scratch. Would be great to have it in a video format. I guess I can put that in a video. Do that. Last 12-hour stream is clearly visible in this graph. Oh, which one? Which graph? Whose graph? Your graph, the endless server? Whose chat plot? This one? Although this one's pretty high too. This chat plot is such a cool, stupid feature that we built. I'm really happy with it. I really like that we did that. It's a really cool idea. Python is like Python, a weird in between. Yeah. Bad PR for Babby if all you type is Nano. Gotta market your program better. So here's the thing, CodeBlue. A lot of times people are like, "Wait, you use Nano?" And then I can be like, "Ha ha ha." I don't actually use Nano. I use this thing called Babby. But yeah. Speaking of 12-hour stream, I'm at 80,000 chat points. Oh man, Ethan, you're getting close. I actually owe you guys one. I have not figured out when that's gonna happen, but at some point. At some point. This one says, what do you call a directory in a subdirectory? Subdirectory, a directory in a subdirectory. A sub-subdirectory? I don't know, I would just call it a directory. Right? Is that called an indentation error underneath? Oh, because it's a table? I don't know. No. I mean, yeah, I guess it would be an indentation error. Oh, it's the exact same as Ethan's plot. Nice. Left by the speaker says, did you ever contact them for their weird evaling shit? Are you talking about Twitch? What were we talking about? Oh, no. You're talking about Quick Chart. No, I didn't. I think it's intentional. We're actually using that feature in our chart, so... No. Elmander says, should I uninstall Python 2 for my Mac? No, that is not a good idea. There are parts of macOS which depend on Python 2. And removing that will, reduce the ability of your operating system and may completely break it. It's just the best self-promotion by using an alias for Babby. Yeah. Oh yeah, what are you up to now, Code Blue? Like you've been here for a couple days. Oh, or popping off here. Wonder how many people are chatting more just to get their chat plots up. Hey, what's up, Cyrenix? He says, what is the blue thing between the two parts of your keyboard? Is it a trackpad? No, it's a little, where is that button? It's a little fidget thing. Put it on one of my Pokemon devices. Got the red threads today. It just spins. It looks nice. It's fun. But yeah, it's a fidget spinner. If you do bang blue thing, which looks like Baldas got in the chat, you can learn more about it. You can buy one yourself. But yeah, it's, you know, I have a lot of fidget toys. Where's some of the other ones? I've got some fidget spinners here. One of them is misweighted, which makes it feel really awesome. But I also have the original Kickstarter fidget cube. But yeah, fidget stuff. Hey, what's up, Rasmus? Hello, hello. You've been here before, right? Your name looks familiar. Was your name familiar from like Twitter or GitHub or something? Oh no, you've been here before. Perfect. Donald says, I had a similar issue where I organized my project so it can only be run using Python-M. The issue is that the code should be run using an internal platform which can only accept Python 3 /bar. Any way to hack my thing to be Python-M? Yes, there is this module called RunPy, which is actually how -m is implemented. So you can utilize RunPy to do that. Do I have a code example of RunPy? I know I did something really cool with it. RunPy. I know I did something cool with it, but I forget whether I did that in just a one-off script to show chat, or was it in... This is gonna be fucking garbage. Because there's a function called runPyTest. Damn. Maybe it's in a video? I could have sworn I did something with RunPy. I don't know, but RunPy, what's that? Maybe it's a Stack Overflow question? Let's see. Site, stackoverflow.com, Anthony Satilli, RunPy. Nope. There's a stack trace with an error. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, RunPy implements -m, so you could do that with your thing. Now it's just directories are a lie. They're all just a construct of Unix. It's kind of true. Also good to see you again, Nowitch. Welcome back. How's life? Anything new from you on the GitHub action vulnerability? That's actually why I'm extremely tired. I lost track of time last night, and instead made like 3 HackerOne reports. I sent like 10 emails. I don't know. I went through a couple hundred repositories and reported a bunch of bugs on particular people using GitHub Actions in this particular way that's broken. But no, I don't really have any updates beyond that. GitHub has not replied to my report. Only actually, I do have one reply from one person that I reported it on, and they're like, "Oh shit, this is bad. We'll fix this real soon." And I was like, "Cool. Consider sponsoring," because they didn't actually have a bug bounty program, so I was mostly just being helpful there. But yeah, I don't really have any updates there, so I can't really tell you about more about that. We're going to be responsible about disclosing it. Master says, I have a question for you. If you have a function, then you want to use tkinter, add windows, buttons, etc., how would you do that? I can't get it to work. What do you mean? Usually with tkinter, you have some functionality and you register callbacks on your UI objects, and then just call that code. But without seeing your code, I can't really know any more than that. Wait, I should chat more for chatbot. Yeah. Cernix has a Rubik's Cube. Yeah, I've done a Rubik's Cube once, and then I was like, yeah, that's enough. I don't think I'm gonna do this again. It's not a Pokemon device, it's a Pokemon machine. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. I have quite a few Pokemon machines. I don't believe it was a video. Tired chatting to have an upward slope on your chat plot. Wired chatting to draw on your chat plot. Yo, yeah. If you imagine if somebody like actually gets like a word spelled out on their chat plot, that would be kind of wild. That would be kind of wild. Kevix says, "What's the best way to host a Python REST API on AWS, Lambda, Fargate, or something else?" So, what I'm doing, which is actually really straightforward. API Gateway. I'm using API Gateway and Lambda, which, you know, it has some startup costs, but it's some like, you know, end user startup costs. So like the first request is going to take a little bit longer, unless it's warm. But this is actually really cool and like a nice way to host a free website in AWS. So the way it works, I made a testing application with some Terraform code if somebody wants to actually set this up. But the way it works is you make a role and a Lambda function, and you set up API Gateway, and you allow API Gateway to invoke your Lambda. And then in your Lambda, where's the actual app? Oh, that's the dummy Lambda. Where's the fucking code? Oh, it's here. Yeah. So in here, I have just like a normal Flask app, but you can expose a Lambda handler, and then Lambda will be able to run your Flask app, which I think is really cool. There's another APIG WSGI app or library which does a similar thing to this too. There's a couple of these. But this is how Frequent CI works. This website is hosted out of well, not this one. This one's hosted out of GitHub Pages. This one is hosted out of Lambda. Yeah, that lag was because of GitHub. But this is hosted entirely out of Lambda and allows me to build a nice, you know, nice little front end that's relatively fast and, you know, works for what I need it to do. But if you're gonna make something, you know, more heavyweight, you would probably do, I don't know, either like EC2 or Fargate or EKS or any of the other implementations of running code in AWS. But this works well for me. Now it says, what's the bug? I can't really tell you the bug without giving it away. So I'm going to keep it secret for now, but I will be talking more about the bug once either GitHub replies to me on theirs or somebody fixes one of them, I guess. Actually, I'm going to probably wait to disclose until GitHub gives me a resolution. My guess is GitHub is going to say it's not a bug, and then I'll just talk about it freely. But I kind of want to wait to be, responsible about that. Another server says, why does import lib allow not work, but import lib? Oh, so that's actually, I just sent you this link, didn't I? Import side effects. Where is it? Import side effects. This one. Importing a package does not mean that subpackages/submodules are imported, though sometimes it may look like that. So here's an example where I have a package, I have mod and mod2 and an init.py, and in mod2 I import package.mod, which is this one here. And you'll notice, like, if I import package and I try to access package.mod, I'll get an attribute error. But if I import package.mod2, that suddenly makes package.mod available. And that's because imports in Python are purely side effects. All they do is, make a global module object available and then shove it into sys.modules. And like any code in here is this is a pure side effect statement. And import lib is set up in the same way. So the import lib module, python3-m import lib, if I remember correctly, and pydac. What am I doing? If I recall correctly, this imports just a subset of its submodule. So you can see it imports bootstrap and frozen import lib external. But it doesn't import the metadata. Import the metadata is an optional module to load at startup. So until you import the submodule, it's not available as an attribute. Gonna put LS in the chat. Nice, nice. In other news, the Fastback project of using GitHub Actions is still up. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, that dude could probably waggle the big dick of open source influencer and keep things up. But oh, sorry, Kojito. Sorry for not mentioning, but thank you for the follow. Also, Nivlaxa, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hey, what's up, Murphy? Nerfy. Good to see you again. Detox Mango, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Avalbono, welcome back. Hello, hello. How you doing? I'm pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. Blah, blah, words. What are you working on today? I haven't done anything in chat. Or I haven't done anything today other than talk to chat and rage about bugs and imports and side effects and stuff like that. But the plan for today is to finish up the... Did I log in AWS? No. Is to finish up the emailer thingy thing. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this before I got started. This is just like an oddly satisfying thing that happened in the last hour or two. These two products are both an even 700 and 400 stars, which I think is kind of cool. Are they still, though? Oh, fuck, someone ruined it. Okay, whatever. But anyway, they were all evened out, which I thought was cool. But yeah, the thing that we're going to be working on today is log into AWS. Oh, also, I've learned why I've been overcharged on AWS. They, without telling me, merged my two AWS accounts together. So for some reason, my accounts are merged. So I told them to please don't do that. Please split my accounts again. And that's why I was being double charged for everything. But hopefully they will unmerge them at some point. Then we can go back to, being in free tier instead of not being in free tier. I mean, there's also a chance that they won't unmerge them, and then I'll just have to scale the dev account to 0 essentially whenever I'm not working on it, which is annoying, but I'll do it if I need to. But yeah, the thing that we were working on is email forwarder AWS. I think we were looking at this one. Yeah, so we're building an email forwarder for AWS so that I can receive email at the precommit.ci domain and have it forward just to my Gmail. So that's essentially what this blog post does. We set up all of the infrastructure for this yesterday, but we don't have the code working, so when we didn't have the infrastructure working yesterday either. It just was, for whatever reason, fucking wasn't working. It is working now. I have fixed it. The mistake that I was making was a very, very dumb one. Email forwarder. The mistake that I was making was real dumb. And it was in this line right here. So I had the MX domain incorrect. This is what I had before. I had .ses domain current region name .amazonaws.com. This is what I had, and this is what I needed. And the fucking dumb thing is their docs tell me to do this. So the only reason that I found that it's this is I was Googling someone else who had used the same setup here. So had to find someone else with the Terraform setup that was doing what I was doing to find the answer there. But fixed that. So now it's working. So if we look at this S3 bucket, you can see this is empty. If I go to my email, sure, I can probably show you this, right? Yeah. If I go to an email, for example, this is the pre-commit CI Gmail, and if I compose a message to Anthony at dev.precommit.ci, and we put hello world. Oh, no. Hello world. And, you know, send hi mom or whatever. And we press send here. This should end up in here eventually. It takes a few minutes to end up here, but I've gotten that part working. But I'm going to show you a weird thing about that in a second. Rasmus says, I wrote a function that converts text to Morse and Morse to text, but I want a window to be open where the user would enter that text and then press a button, and then that conversion appears below the entry box, but I'm not sure how to do that. So what you would probably do is, you know, you can create your window object like this. You would have your two text boxes here, and you'd probably have your buttons here. Color buttons, I don't know, orange. And you would type text, you would type your text in here or whatever. And I would probably make, you know, if we're just designing this, I would make this read only. Actually, you probably don't have two buttons, you probably just have one button, unless you want to do dual direction. Which maybe you do want to do dual direction, and then type this in here. And then what you would do is you would register, I think, if I remember how to do this, tkinter on click handler Python. How to bind click event? Sure, that's probably about what we want. I guess you do something like this, although instead of canvas, it'll probably be button. Python 3 tkinter button. Yeah, so you would do button bracket command equals some function, and then this function would do whatever computation you would want, and then you would assign the text of your text area to have, you know, the converted content. That's how I would do that. I would keep your conversion function like separate from your GUI. That way, you know, if you want to unit test stuff, you can still unit test your functions. But yeah, that's how I would do that. Something like that. It looks like the it's the command equals my callback or something like that. Why is this not letting me indent with spaces here? What is going on? That was weird. Anyway, that's how I would do that. Would a DM be irresponsible? I'll tell you when it's out. Just might have to wait a few days. Detox Mango says, do I need Terraform instead of Docker? They solve completely separate problems. So the idea behind Terraform is it will provision external resources for you, usually like cloud resources such as like a configuration for SCS or configuration for an S3 bucket or configuration for a Lambda, whereas Docker is for building executable container images or running them. I mean they're both like kind of infrastructure as code kind of ideas, or like, you know, code as code, or environment specifications as code. But one is, Terraform is based around resources and Docker is based around like a layered file system. So they're kind of different. Yeah, Rexroof says they're completely different. Exactly. I know the big dick of GitHub influencer. I mean, it's pretty true for a left-hand speaker. But this says, my Chipotle just arrived. I took the bowl this time, following your recommendation. Yeah, the bowl is where it's at in Chipotle. Backtraces of import lib are always a mess and often not that helpful with all the frozen stuff. Yeah, the frozen stuff is mostly a performance thing, because otherwise imports in Python are real slow. Congrats on the stars. How did they know the accounts were related? I don't know, Rexroof. I actually don't know how they knew they were related. I mean, granted, they both use the same credit card number, so it's possible that they just looked them up by credit card number. But they use a different email address for both of them, so don't know. Jason says, "All right, chat. This is a periodic chat message to ensure my chatbot has no downwards trend." That's funny. Hey, JL, welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. How's your side project going? It's going great. We have launched the open alpha, so you can go to prigma.ci and it has some documentation. I need to fill this out, get this working better. Which is actually one of the reasons why I'm making an email forwarder, so that I can make a contact us at the bottom so that people can actually contact with security problems if such things arise, and have a better I don't know, experience there. But it works. You can log in here, you can hook it up to your repositories. This is GitHub taking forever. Not actually Prigma CI taking forever. But anyway, you can see, like, I've hooked it up to a bunch of, I've hooked it up to all of my repositories, so these are all working. And a bunch of people have signed up for this. I have this secret page for just me. So you can see, like, all these people have set up Prigma CI, which was kind of cool. Let's see, the one that was pinging me set numbers up. What do they call it? Jazz Band? They set up one repository. Jazzman was talking about setting up Prigma CI in like hundreds of repositories, so I was wondering if they had set theirs up yet. But this guy works on PyCharm, if I recall correctly. And their build is erroring because they don't have a Prigma config. What are you doing, man? Why'd you set this up if you don't have a Prigma config? You even have the badge. I'm so confused. PyCharm developer advocate. Yeah, I knew this guy from somewhere. But anyway, yeah, a bunch of people have set it up. It's kind of cool, and I'm pretty happy with it. Why do you need to set up a Lambda instead of just clicking a checkbox to forward mails? Because I could pay some service to forward mails, but there isn't a thing for that in SES, unfortunately. It'd be really cool if I could just forward mails, but yeah, there isn't a thing for that. There isn't a thing to that, unfortunately. But Oscar Allen, how's it going? Good to see you again. It's going well. It's going well. Is this a Linux thing? If it isn't a Linux thing, I'm leaving. Balathas is lurking. Sounds good. Stevo Bandito, how's it going? Good to see you again. Did I just see a star input? Yeah, we just saw stars incremented in real time. Man's the unit. Jason says, please explain unit test in short, because I ain't got a clue what they actually do. I kind of go over this in... Right, I made a bookmark here just to make this easier to get to. Oh, there's a pull request. I'll plug that in a second. Test driven. I kind of explained it a little bit in this video, but to me what a unit test means is you have a pure function which has a set of inputs and a set of outputs, and the unit test calls that pure function with an expected input and asserts that it gets an expected output. And the distinction between unit and integration is that it avoids any environmental side effects. It's like it's just specifically testing that one function, and it's not really testing like how that function integrates with the rest of your system. At least that's how I think about it. But you know, the lines between integration and unit tests are pretty blurry. Like, I would say that a test which builds a fake file system and then calls a function which interacts with the file system still is probably a unit test. But many would say like, oh, well, you know, you're actually testing the integration between your language runtime and the file system, so it's no longer a valid unit. But I don't know. It's a pretty blurry thing there, and people have different opinions about that. But I don't know. There's the TLDR from me. Hey, what's up, T Zalin? Thank you for stopping by the stream. Welcome, welcome. Dockers for running Alpine Linux, right, Anthony? No. Hey, what's up, Yellow Schmo? Good to see you again. They probably also know that Gmail ignores the stuff after the plus sign, so it's the same email address. Yeah, it could be that, so everybody. Docker is how I write my no code. Dungeon Cutting says I spotted myself. Oh yeah, you are indeed in there. Elevator says 104 people find this stream interesting. Oh my goodness, we have so many people watching the stream today. Hello everyone, good to see you all. JL says that's pretty cool. You have users already. Yeah, and a bunch of runs too. Last I checked, it was like 4,500 runs, and that was on Tuesday. So it's gotten up a lot more. The server says I need pre-commit CI to modify the GitHub Actions YAML and remove regular pre-commit from there. The pre-commit action? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do that. That seems a little bit sketchy. Keeper Lover says, what's AWS? Amazon Web Services. It is a series of, well, it's a whole butt ton of services that Amazon provides in the cloud to build applications with. This is basically the list of things that I'm using. I don't know why Kinesis is on here. I did not click on Kinesis. But yeah. Richard says, correct my first paid internship in LinkedIn India. Cool. That's awesome. Congratulations. Amazon Web Services, the company that will ship you Kindles and also run your software. Better answer is AWS is how Amazon actually makes money while shipping people books on the side. That's kind of true. Just call them tests. Yeah, that's fair. AWS also stands for Anthony Wright Software. How do you test Jinja templates? I do things like assert X and rendered output, but it feels not right. I agree with you there. What's up, Josh Sim? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So what I've done before, which is a little bit more involved than just like checking individual bits of output. That's not what I want. Is I have written a bit of testing code. Let me see if I can show you. It's the actual invitation. I'll show you a test and how it maybe, I don't know, these tests might be garbage because they're old tests, but maybe one of these does what I'm talking about. Yeah, so here's like an example. You could use a tool like PyQuery, which will parse your HTML output and then, you know, find individual elements in that and do assertions based on them. I've done this, which is slightly better than the like assert stuff in the output. But the problem is templates are kind of hard to test. And in the other templating language that I wrote, I kind of, well, I didn't invent this concept, but I applied it to this templating language called partial templates. The idea is to write unit testable template code. So you have like a function that has specific inputs and renders a specific output. And then you can call that function separate from your normal template and ensure that that, you know, produces the right output. But I don't know if you can do partial templates with Jinja. I'm sure you can, but I don't know how you would test them without spinning up a full app. But I don't know, something like that. Crystal Gamer says, the thing I love most about how programming, specifically testing, is that 99% of the time the examples are so contrived that people just get more confused. Yeah, that's kind of true. 100 people watching without coding JavaScript, yeah. Hey, what's up, Dat Shady Boy? Says noise keyboard. Yeah, if you do bang keyboard, you can learn more about it. They added Kinesis to your list to remind you it was down for 19 hours on Wednesday. Yeah, that's true. There to remind you that when it breaks, we all break. Yes, very, very true. So many things broke when Kinesis broke, it hurt my soul. Yeah, it was pretty messy. Fortunately, Pre-Commit CI, despite being in US East 1, I mean, it probably doesn't have enough traffic to notice the outage, but every part of it that I know about seemed to work just fine. But it could just be that I'm not at a scale yet where I notice degradation in parts of AWS, or I was in a different availability zone. That could have been a thing too. Hey, what's up, Gary Cuddles? Welcome back. Good to see you. I'm going to learn AWS for clients. I have now. It takes a bit to get your head around it. My head hurts. Is there any decent docs for this? No. The AWS docs are like decent, but they're not great. It's not perfect, but I've tested templating by just verifying that the template output is a valid type of whatever it's supposed to be outputting. Oh yeah. That makes sense. You're spinning up the whole app is always needed and it's slow. Yeah. Oh, for integration tests. Yeah. Does the red one mean that the auto capitalization plugin is online? It does, Cyberbunny. It is still on. So it actually screwed up some text that I was writing earlier. But yeah. Hello world. This will be capitalized. And even space will add a period. So yes, the auto capped plugin is still enabled. I haven't turned it off yet. Now it says, wait, did Kinesis actually go down, aka your keyboard? I mean, Kinesis in US East 1 was severely degraded. CodeBlue says, can you do a quick 5-minute whiteboarding session showing how pre-commit CI works and how it works with pre-commit? High level walk through the process. So I've done this a couple of times. I have this idea. This was actually... Fuck, when did I make this? Like back in like May? Yeah, this was made on May 16th. This was the general overall blob diagram of how pre-commit CI was going to work. Where GitHub sends webhooks to the web front end. At the time, builder and runner were separate. These two blobs are actually the same blob now. And what the builder / runner does, it's actually just like 2 steps in the runner right now, is it parses the pre-commit config, figures out what environments it needs to build, and builds them and or caches them and or downloads them from S3. And then sticks them in the right directory structure that pre-commit understands, and then just calls pre-commit. And then the auto updater is separate, and this is the thing that loads the configs, updates them, and then sends a pull request. Actually, interestingly, creating a pull request here actually triggers GitHub to call pre-commit. So it's a little bit circular in that manner, but it's kind of nice. A side effect of that is when pre-commit creates a pull request for auto updating, sometimes pre-commit will auto update itself. Here's an example where like pre-commit CI created this pull request, and this pull request was actually failing checks. Why is it failing 2 checks? Oh, probably because it was just interrupted. So you can see like it was failing this formatting check here, but pre-commit came along and was like, pre-commit CI came along and was like, I got you. I will fix this for you. So it fixed itself. Which is kind of cool. But, you know, it works. Kinesis data streams did. However, AWS uses Kinesis for a ton of other services like CloudWatch, Cognito, SendBrook, all those services. Yeah. Friend Life by the Speaker said, wait, what was this AutoCap stuff? I missed a few streams. So, I don't like capitalization or periods all that much. And chat noticed that I keep a lot of sentences lowercase, and so I basically said, like, if you give me 10 gift subs, I will do the next stream with an auto capitalizer enabled. And someone immediately gave 10 gift subs. And then I realized the next stream that there wasn't a good auto capitalizer, so we wrote one from scratch. Which is this one. It's very simple. Make this taller so we can actually see it. It's very simple. It adds a key down handler to window or body, so it catches every bubble up of key down And if it is a key down in a text area or input type equals text, and neither Control Shift or Alt are pressed, and it was a lowercase key, and the previous, either it's at the beginning of a line, or the previous character is a new line, or it's a punctuation space, or it's punctuation space space, it will capitalize the value. The other behavior is if we don't have anything selected and we type a space and the previous thing is not a punctuation. Oh wait, or yeah, not a punctuation or a space. So if we're doing space space, it will replace it with period space. That's what the auto capitalization does. The answer says, what do you think about switching the colors of the pre-commit logo for pre-commit CI to make it more outstanding, like yellow on black? That might look cool. So you're saying, like, take this. Why did it not let me paste? So you're saying we take this. And we find the fills in here. Where are the fills? Where are your colors? Here we go. That's one of the fills. Oh, I could just search for fill. That one's a stroke. Okay, so we're saying that we switch these two colors and see what happens. I hope this looks cool. I think it might look cool. Logo.svg. Yeah, it totally works. 100% works. Okay, so where's the P that's not getting filled properly? Well, it's probably this one. I'll need stroke equals this. Damn it. Maybe fill equals? This is the yellow color. Oh, yeah, this is the yellow color. Pre-commit dark? I don't know. It might be kind of cool. Might be kind of cool. It's kind of neat. I wonder what it looks like on here. Oh, I mean, we can put it in line and see what it looks like. Logo to image. Logo. Firefox. Index. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think this line has to be thicker, maybe? Which is probably this guy here. Stroke width equals 60. Let's try that. Well, that actually is not that bad. That's not too terrible. I don't know. I feel like the branding's already been established around this other logo. And trying to muck with this is maybe not the best idea. Not capitalizing or punctuating properly, typical millennial. Must have been fun to build. I kind of want to use this. I feel like capitalization a lot. Well, fortunately, you can use it because it's on GitHub. I haven't written the. I haven't built it into a user extension yet, but you can use it with Grease Monkey or Tamper Monkey. There's the source code for this. And patch is welcome if you find other things that are problematic. There's still stuff I want to do with it that's not done yet, but yeah, it's on GitHub, so if you really wanted to, you could. This is cool, but I think I'm gonna leave it with the current logo. But pre-commit at night. Maybe if I add dark mode, it'll be the dark mode logo or something like that. Gary Cuddle says, why did you choose Nano over Vim or Emacs? That video I talk about it, but it's actually Babby, so it's not actually Nano. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my dishwasher is beeping right now, so I gotta go deal with that. So I'm gonna fill up my water and attend to my dishwasher. So I will be back in a couple minutes. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, we're back. My dishwasher was grumbly. I forgot to. There's a little button that I have to press, otherwise, it will continuously complain to me about being not turned off. So I went and fixed that. But yeah, it's good now. Monetize the auto caps extension. This looks like the Gore-Tex logo. I expect it to be nicer though. I see. Sell it to Google for 180 million. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Pre-commit embrace dark mode. Kind of. That's the most annoying dishwasher feature. Yeah, I don't know why it beeps. It's like, hey, you opened me, but I still am on. It's like, just shut up and turn off. That would have been so much better. Another says, in Precon CI, are you able to do thingies like run this test suite on Mac or Windows? No. There's no reason to. Or at least, I hope there's no reason to run your linters on a specific operating system. But no, it just runs on Linux. Some of the optimizations that I do don't work on Windows, so can't really support Windows. I could probably support macOS, but I don't know where I'm gonna get a rack of macOS instances, so that's not gonna happen either. Our oven wasn't working yesterday. Turns out it decided to turn the child lock on. Why do dishwashers require you to tend to them so much? Mine does it for ages too. So, beyond this one little thing, I'm actually really happy with my dishwasher. Just wish that it was like ever so slightly less annoying. Hey, what's up, Imid12? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, we had oh no! Damn it, chat, I resized my VM instead of the other window. I gotta get it pixel perfect. There we go. What I meant to do is resize this window back down to here. There was a pull request somewhere in here that I didn't get to. Yes, here. Which, more code samples for the YouTube videos. Hey, what's up, Polboo? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, that was so loud in my ear. But yeah, someone in chat has been going through all of my YouTube videos. I forget who you are in chat, though. I know you're good at Vandal. I feel like you changed your handle on Dixtor. But anyway, I really appreciate all of the transcribing of my YouTube videos into code on GitHub so that people can look at all of the Oh, this was the curses episode. This is such a good episode. I get a lot of YouTube videos off of this episode because people search for curses and there aren't any great YouTube tutorials. So I get a lot of views. But anyway, I have a kitty slash dog slash Pikachu. What'd you get today? Oh, you got the creepy kitty, the spooky kitty. Anyway, sounds like a perfect excuse to buy a rack mount Mac Pro. I have a shitty Mac Mini that I use for that purpose, but yeah. Just destroy the speaker in the dishwasher. Yeah, let me take apart my dishwasher, find the little beeper mechanism, and take it out. Now, that actually would work. It would just beep, but it wouldn't beep. But I don't really... I'm not sure I'm brave enough to disassemble my dishwasher, you know? Not sure it's that much of an inconvenience, just press the button. I watched installing a VM image just 10 minutes ago. Oh, cool. Such a cursed episode. Hey. Okay, but anyway, this should have showed up in S3 by now, surely. Yeah, okay, so we have this email object here. The crazy fucking thing that I don't understand, and I spent forever yesterday trying to figure this out, and if anyone knows better than I do, let me show you what's going on here. So if I do AWS S3 ls, not SL, pre-commit CI emails dev. If I do ls here, you can see there's two files here. Cool, right? Perfect. Everything is great. We got this file. If I copy this file name and we ls this, also works. Great. We can see this file name. We can see it's 4,020 bytes. If I try and copy this to dot, I get access denied when calling the get object operation. But the fucking crazy thing is, if we look at what user I am, I'm root. I'm the root account. So I should absolutely have access to this object. I don't know why I don't have access to it. This doesn't make any sense to me. There is a bucket policy set on the bucket. But I tried deleting that and it doesn't change anything. So if we look at permissions. The permissions is block all public access. Perfect, that's fine. I'm authenticated. I have a bucket policy which has allow for SES, but doesn't have any other policies. And the bucket owner, your AWS account, has list and write and read and write for everything. So I should be able to read everything. And yeah, that's all that's set up here. And if we compare another bucket that I have, so if we look at this bucket right here, we look at permissioning. So this also has block all public access. This doesn't have a bucket policy, so that's different. But if we go to Terraform, commit CI, email Terraform, and we run Terraform. That looks right. This should be a no-op, and then I'll delete the resources and show you that it still doesn't work. So if we remove the bucket policy, which is the only difference between the two environments, S3 emails policy. So if we comment this out, which is the bucket policy, and then we Terraform apply. So now this bucket should be configured exactly identical to the other bucket. I'll actually show you the Terraform config to confirm that as well. But once this does that, so delete the policy, yes. Okay, so that's deleted. So now if we go here again, data dev. So data dev, again, block all public access, no bucket policy. And if we look at emails dev, we have block all public access and no bucket policy. And we can still ls here. We still ls this file, but we cannot copy it still. Still access denied. Which makes no damn sense. The other thing that I thought to look at was to look at the actual object itself. And there is one oddity about it, which might be the cause. We have the SAE URL, we have, the ARN here. The only weird thing is, where was it? The object owner is an external account. So I don't know what is up with this. Why this is not owned by my account. Because it's my S3 bucket, so it should be owned by me, right? But I don't know. I think what I'll probably do is temporarily grant root read access to it so that I can see it. The other fucking crazy thing. The other crazy thing. Okay, so I can't read it, but I can delete it. So I can delete the object, but I can't read it. So that's what really blows my mind. How did the object get into the bucket? SES wrote the object. So that's that. Hey, what's up, Chico Coats? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Can you SSH into the dishwasher and execute say let me out? I don't think so. Next stream, Anthony disassembles his dishwasher. No. What, your dishwasher doesn't run open source? I mean, US East 1 was down, so I couldn't run my dishwasher, right? Isn't that the new meme? I might actually look for resistance on the beeper's line as well, so it might refuse to work if you tinker with the beeper. Oh yeah, I mean, I would probably just put a resistor in there. Replace it. It's really weird, I can't figure it out. I have all the different functions, but I can't seem to be able to combine them. Oh, are you having like a cycle of something somehow? Oh yeah, I do know about SL build out this. Yeah, ask your question in Discord maybe, Rasmus. Maybe people will be able to help you there. Allow for SES, any SCPs. IAM Access Analyzer would be my suggestion. I've never had that thing work for me. Is it owned by your other account before it's merged? No, it's not my other account. It's some random, something else, some external thing. Delete allowed but not read is fair. Security-wise, you simply can't get to the data, which is great. Well, great, says Two Eyes. Only two thoughts I have is check the permission on the S3 at a file level. That's odd. That's only one thought. I'm tired. Policy analyzer. I don't know. What I'm gonna do is grant read access to everything in the bucket to root via the policy document. I think that's gonna be the easiest thing to do. We can do that with another statement. Actions equals s3 get object resources equals, actually just do this and what is the yeah, this. Does this allow me to read this? Is the question. So this should add the root account as a principal that can read everything in this booklet. And I'm really only doing this debug. This isn't really permanent. This is just so I can, read the data out and then write the code for the emailer part and then probably remove this after because we don't actually need root to be able to read this. One to add. Oh yeah, because we deleted it previously. It's access analyzer. It's called policy. Oh, policy analyzer. Oh. Oh yeah, I've seen this thing before. How do I? Michaela, how's it going? Good to see you. Is it in the item console? Access analyzer. This thing? No, this is for monitoring. I don't know. Okay, but let's try it now that we... Sure, that file should work, right? No, still access denied. What the fuck? Policy simulator. It is an IM. Okay. Where is it? Policies? Where to go, Steve Benito? Where'd be? Okay. Policy sim. Here we go. Select service. S3. Select actions. Get object. Users. Well, I don't have a user. It's just the root user. Let me use the root user. Select a user. Okay, we're gonna use the Terraform user then. I don't know. No idea. Oh, but we can try and assume the role of that one. Let me see if I assume the role of the lambda, if I can read that. Because if we're really just trying to get something so I can debug. Let me delete this since we know it did nothing. Do I still have my assume role script? I do. Okay. Assume role, and the role is lambda emails. Roles may not be assumed by root accounts. Shit. I deleted my user account too. Oh my god. This is a goddamn mess. I hate this. I don't know if you can do it for the root account. Yeah, I guess probably not. A 1-year follow anniversary to Michaela. Holy shit. Following since November 29th of 2019. Oh my goodness. Quite a lot. You need to find the bucket and object. Yeah. Well, it's probably not going to help me because I'm just using the root account. I don't know why the root account doesn't have access though. That part's just really wild to me. Hey, what's up, Morgenstern? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Gotta go work tomorrow. Wish you guys good night. Well, thanks for stopping by, MagSec. Good to see you. Did you break it? Yeah, it's broken. Hey, what's up, Blup Blup? Hello, hello. J-Brad says I'm enjoying this. I need help. When I do ls on my Mac terminal, it now says this. How did you break ls? Illegal option dash. Can you run type ls? Just to see what ls actually is? Because my guess is you have an alias that's porkend. Create some new IAM profiles in your Terraform. That's true, Rexroof. I actually used to have some IAM profiles. I just deleted them. Like, just a few days ago, I deleted them. They're now gonzoed. We can bring some of them back, though. And then I can become a user. Problem is it's going to show creds. I don't necessarily want to do that. Well, we can bring him back. Let's see. Remove users / groups for now. What did this do? Made a group developers. And developers could do a bunch of things and assume several roles. Yeah, so let me revert. Actually, I can just show this file. Well, we can just copy this, right? Okay, do it temporarily here. Group developers. And then user me. This will create an IAM role, or an IAM user. Then we need to give them assume role. just gonna call it this so that I know to delete it later. Okay, so we want to be able to assume not Packer. We'll call it lambda emails. Lambda emails. Lambda emails. And then we need the policy attachment, which is up here. Why are you fucked up? Okay, so developers can list roles. It can assume that we don't need that. And there's also a user, a utility, who is a member of this thing. Okay, so that should create a user. And if I recall correctly, this shows credentials, so I gotta hide my face, or hide my screen for a second while I run this. Run left by the speaker says, I was wondering the other day, I see that in your YAML files you often don't indent the hyphen, but rather indent after it. Is there a best practice on this? So the unfortunate thing about YAML is there's like 4 ways to do everything, so I've picked one and stuck with it. But yeah, I don't really have an answer there. Limiter says when I type ls, it says ls is alias to ls color. So do unalias ls. So ls on macOS does not support ls-color. So that's why it's broken. Because crippled BSD system. Hang on a sec. I need to grab this Terraform key, or this user key. Credentials.dev.utility. Don't want to show you this key. We're not playing Anthony Leaks keys today. It's secret? I think so. Weird secret. Okay, I'm gonna reset this so you can't see it anymore. Let me reapply, make sure it doesn't show it. And then I think we should be good. It does show the key ID, but it doesn't show the secret. I think we can get away with showing just the key ID. That's not actually secret. Okay. Only creds.com/AnthonyRent's code, right? Okay, we're back. We're back. But yeah, it shows the key ID here, but not the actual value. The value is stored in this little file here. Lup says, if it helps, I installed the variation of Chrome and Linux as super user. Then I'd have to run sudo just to access it even though I was root. That doesn't make sense. It's kind of weird. Did you try updating the bucket ACL yet? Not the bucket policy. I might have missed it. The what? This one? No, but this is just the default. That's already set to just bucket owner has read write lists. Oh, interesting. This says objects are list/write, but not read. Is this the problem? Does this not grant read to the objects? You just create a new bucket and use the same angle. I see. Interesting. Element. Chill, dude. Chill. I read your message. I'm just slow on chat. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna jump ahead. You just gotta chill. Just one says, "Here we go, and this is beautiful." Somehow W3 schools. Oh. It looks cool. A little note on this, by the way. You've got parentheses here, but what you can do instead of those parentheses, also you're missing a paren somewhere. Actually, let me just show you. Fuck off. Sure, bye. What I would do to improve this is you can put this square bracket here. Let's see, do you support indentation? No, you don't. And then you can dedent all of these. Of course, I'm not going to actually dedent all of these. I would remove these commas here. Add drilling comma would actually do that for you. But yeah, looks cool. Looks cool. You can actually do this instead. This is how you would do it in the temp pathway, or in the pathlib way. This line is the same as this line here, but that's how you would do it if you want to embrace the pathlib. I like this a little bit better because it doesn't involve the wacky slash operator. But either of those are the same. But anyway, those are the small improvements that I would do there. But yeah, looks cool. Looks cool. A neat little diagram too. Yeah, so you probably also have the same. I already answered you, Elementary, but I'll do it again. You probably have this, and this is not supported on macOS. macOS does not support long ops for ls because macOS is shitty. What you can do is unalias ls, and then ls should work. But you won't have colors because lol macOS. But of course I want colors, so I'm gonna put it back to this. Color might have a short option. Nope. Yeah, color does not have no short option. So anyway, that's how you fix it. My code says, I want to work in web development and use Python. What steps do you recommend? I would pick a web framework. You probably won't be able to do front-endy stuff in Python, but you can at least do the back end of your web framework in Python. I personally like Flask, although if you're starting from scratch, I would suggest doing something that's newer, like Fast API or Starlet or some of the other fancy new web frameworks that are async enabled. Yeah. How do I unalias? You literally run unalias. J. Louise says, do you use Linux in a VM? Isn't it laggy or something? The only thing that's like kind of laggy is, I mean, you can't really see it on stream. Oh, there we go. We got it to do a big lag spike. You know, some of the graphical parts are laggy, but other than that, you know, it's considerably responsive. But again, like if I do the same thing outside of my VM, you can see it. Well, you guys probably can't see it, but this is lagging as well. So, oh damn it! When you do this thing on Windows, if you shake a window, it minimizes everything. I double shake, it comes back. But anyway, no, it's pretty fine. It works well for me. Oh yeah, only dashfans.org. That sounds pretty good. Oh, their SSL cert's gone. Anyway, it's a bunch of fans because fans. Ethlib can F itself. Yeah, there we go. I'll write it recursively. The keyboard cam seems tilted. Oh, we had another earthquake. Looks like another earthquake. You don't mind me throwing one more suggestion? Yeah, so the ownership on that object is weird. The individual object has owner is external account. But it also says that my AWS account can read and rewrite, so I don't know why. And this is presumably because it was created by SES. But yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah. Ethan says debug loop of GitHub actions compiling a lot of code is painful. 46 minutes, right? What a concept! OnlyFans really blows me away. But yeah, I don't know what's up with this. But anyway, we have a new user now, so I should be able to credentials.dev.acetilly credentials AWS STS gig color identity. I should be acetilly now. Cool. And I should be able to assume role. Scripts.assume role lambda emails. Should be able to assume this role. Okay. So I should now be this. Oh, this is so cool. I forgot that I wrote this little script. It makes a little subshell, which puts the role you're running ahead of your PS1. How did I do that? Is it with prompt command? Oh, it's with prompt command. Yeah. That's what I thought. Cool. Anyway. So now, let's see. Can I read this file? Fuck. Oh, did we put another email object into there? Because we're gonna need one to test stuff. And if this role can't read the file, I don't know what's gonna happen with the lambda. Refresh. Oh, it's deleted. Okay, let me make another one. Anthony at test, send. Now we wait again. Damn it. You get an extra dash? No, the dash is intentional. I want it to print to standard out the contents of this file. And we could use dot instead, but it's not gonna make a difference. Because it's not even getting that far. It's at the get object stage. I should have named the role Lambda Bobamda. Also, hello, Jangtron. Good to see you. Grand Magistrum, welcome to the stream. So I see you're running. No, I mean I'm also running Windows 10. So you tell me. Okay, did we get our new object yet? Are you there yet? Are you still there? Okay. So let's ls. See if we can ls. Oh, we don't have list objects. Well, let's add list objects. See if that changes anything. Role lambda emails get object. List 3 list objects. I think it is. And then we had to unassume the role. This credential juggling is kind of annoying. And Then we have to apply. Knowledge hisses at Windows. Indeed. Welcome back, Knowledge. It's been a while since you've hissed at Windows. Okay, so this will add... I don't know if that's the ACL policy. I guess I could check in one of the other ones. ACL actions S3 A to S. Let's see if I can find the table. Sometimes they're garbage. Is the actual table? Oh, those are condition keys. Where's the action table? Oh, here it is. Create bucket, delete, get. List, bucket. Put list objects. That wouldn't have worked. List objects, list, bucket. I wonder if there's another one though. This. Nope. List bucket. The error showed list objects v2. Yeah, the thing is, this is fucking garbage, as I've learned several times and spent like 4 hours researching. This doesn't necessarily line up with the action over here for dumb reasons. Okay, so we need to become ace-tilly again. We are ace-tilly. Assume role. Color identity. Okay. Can I ls? Oh. One of my, can you guys, you can see it on the keyboard over there. One of my lights is really freaking out. I'm going to power cycle it. Yeah, the flickering is really bad. It's like driving me up a damn wall. Stop. Alright, we're just gonna have moody light for the rest of the stream because, lol. Alright, do you want half light, which is this? Half light? Or do you want, old school no lights? What do you think is better? And I will go with that. Half light? Okay. Hey, what's up, Walter Older Bear? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Hopefully this light doesn't start freaking out, but anyway, yeah, the flickering light, that was that was nuts. Okay, so if I remember correctly, this actually is because I haven't granted it to the bucket itself. So we actually need 2 resources here. Dev root, why? Sandoval says, do you have any plans on how/if you want to add local pre-commit hooks to pre-commit CI? Especially as there's no dependencies field for local hooks. For MyPy with plugins that need to run in the project root. You can use additional dependencies to install stuff. That already works. I'm already using it, in fact. for example, oh no, that's not one. This one is one. So if you look at this pre-commit configuration down here, there's localhook, which runs Rubocop, which is installed as an additional dependency. And if you look on pre-commit CI for that, / personal puppet, and we look at pre-commit CI, you'll see that, you know, installs just fine and runs just fine. So yeah, it totally works. No special there. Priox says I'm scared of the dark. Also, hey, Greg Key. Hello. Good to see you again. Turning off and on again failed. That's a first. Yeah, I guess I might have to replace the light. That is not an expense that I planned on. Also, it's only been like 2 or 3 months of having these lights, so maybe I can grumble at Amazon and they'll send me a new one. But yeah. We want old school Lift Tech Lead lights. Multiple says, not much, maybe buying some Christmas presents tonight. Any ideas? Oh fuck, I have no idea. G-Pratt says, I'm about damn tired of dealing with bash systems in other languages. Do I need to escape this for it to work? Oh no. OS.system. I don't think SH has an equivalent for this code here, but I can show you how you would do this with subprocess. So this is the bit of code here that you have, and actually, no, t.py. So this is the bit of code, and import subprocess. So the easiest way, if you just want to not think about it at all, is to do subprocess.check subprocess.call. That's more equivalent to OS.system, and then explicitly call --c with wg setconf wg0 like this. The actual way that you would do this is, oh, I don't even remember how to do this. You need to make an anonymous file descriptor. Step 1 is like make a temporary file descriptor. I think you can do this with temp file.make stemp or whatever the memory temporary file is. And then 2 is run wg quick strip wg0 with standard out equals that fd. And then 3 is run, and this is probably via popen. And then 3 is run wg setconf wg0, and then the file descriptor name. Although wait, this is, yeah, no, this is gonna get a positional argument that's a file descriptor. So you need a named file descriptor, I guess, which I think you can still do with this. And then step 4 is run communicate in the right order. But again, this is a fucking pain in the ass, so probably just do this and call it a day. Robocop, yeah, that is actually why it's named that way. NotVPN says your keyboard is broken in half. Indeed it is. Samuel says, okay, thanks. Thought you might not have enabled them, as this might be a possible security vulnerability. What would be the security vulnerability, Sammy Paulus? I mean, pre-commit already runs arbitrary code, so that part's not really vulnerable. And I've put a bunch of effort into sandboxing it, but if you want to pen test it, if you want to play with it, please use the development account instead of the production account. And the way to do that is in any of the repos in the Acetylia 2 account, these are hooked up to pre-commit CI, and it will run and pull requests. Please don't spam it too much, or I guess I could turn off watching so I don't get notified, but I guess I already have watching off. So if you want to pen test stuff, do it in the dev account, or reach out to me directly and I can get you, actual access to machines. That way you can do it better without having to be annoying and get banned by GitHub. But Navian says, what's your words per minute on this keyboard? I'm a little bit slower on this keyboard than my other keyboard, but it's around 115 is where I top out. I think I average about 105. But on my other keyboard, I can get like 130. Pen test the Anthony. Okay, but yes, we're gonna allow it to the actual bucket. And we don't need this, don't need that, or this, or that, this. We need to put this back. Oops. Assume roll. And then S3 LS. Okay, so we can LS the bucket now. And we can LS this object now. Can we read it? Fuck. What the fuck? Why? Why can you not read this object? Oh my god. I have no idea. Christopher Jonathan McKee says round 2. Is KMS key policy standard and allow access? Oh, so you're guessing that it's the KMS encryption? Server-side encryption, KMS master key. This, I believe, is just the default. Yeah, KMS master key. This is the default per count SSE. Key. What's up, Joseph Bales? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. He was able to LS, so it's there. Yeah, it's the file's there. Is it called KMS because that's how you feel after trying to deal with all this stuff? Yeah, 100%, Mikhail. that is Juicebox Hero actually asked me that exact question yesterday. She's like, wait, is it called KMS because it's kill myself? Like, yikes, but yes. Hey, what's up, Yoshi and Remans? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Sniper says, the user reading the object had permission to the KMS key. KMS is not the default option. Decrypt permission to be exact. So, let me look at another S3 bucket and roll that I know is working, and we can see what's set up for that. So I know this S3 data, which has, you know, this setup, it has server-side encryption enabled, it's using the default key here, it has this same bucket setup, and grab S3 data, and if we look at this runner, which has read and write to this, S3 data, you can see that we have get object and put object, that's how it reads and writes. It also has you know, SQS access, secrets manager, DynamoDB, bunch of DynamoDB, but nothing to do with KMS, so no special KMS permission there. Over under on this person being a bot in chat. What do you guys think? Think they're a bot? I think they're a bot. 100% think they're a bot. None of their questions make any sense. Should I ban them? Bat? the bot said yes. Okay, well. I'm glad you agree. Well, we'll just time them out and see if they're just... Are you a bot? Yes. Does CloudTrail give any hints? Sometimes it does. I'm at my wit's end. Yeah, I'm running out of ideas here too. CloudTrail. Event history. Mm-hmm. I want the last 30 minutes, I guess. These are just things that the root user did. Where's the non-root user stuff? I don't know how to use it. Oh, you don't have it. I don't have it enabled. How do I enable it? If I enable it, then maybe I can figure it out. He was trying with the root account before and it worked. No, it didn't work with the root account. I couldn't even use the root account to do this. Oh, okay, yeah, Steve Mandy did. Corrected. I have zero mental capacity or motivation to help debug this shit on stream, right? um, if you do more AWS graphs, we could figure out how it's all connected and fix it. Yeah. How do I turn this on? Um, create a trail. Consider using the policy simulator. Oh, I guess we can use the policy simulator now that I have, an actual role that we can do here. Roles, Lambda emails, then S3, and then get object, and then simulation resource object is this object. Do I need an ARN or is this going to be fine? If we need an ARN, I can go grab an ARN. Object, run simulation. The input object is not a valid resource for this action. Okay, let's try and grab the ARN for this. On global AWS actions, leave blank to ignore key. Simulation could not be performed. Simulation is not supported for the principal type service in resource policy. Excuse me, what the fuck? So is that saying the bucket policy is Gorb? But we tried turning this off already. Alright, well, we'll try turning it off again. Goodbye, bucket policy. And Terraform lag. You need to open a support case to enable S3 logging? Oh, I see. Well, we'll try doing that again, so then it'll stop complaining about this principal service thing here. Is it possible that this is just malformed and that's why it's mad? That could be. Could 100% be, but let's see. Let's see what happens now. I think I need to refresh and start over. Oh, it picked Lambda emails already. Alright, cool. Select service S3. Get object. And the object is that. That says allowed now. So it is that fucking policy thing. Somehow. But let's try assuming the role and see what happens. So we can ls. Oh, we still get access denied. So this was entirely helpful. It didn't work. Right, Steve Mentito, but thank you for resubscribing 6 months with your Prime Gaming sub. Yeah, so this works fine. Can you please show your bucket and IM policy? Okay, so right now the bucket has no policy. So, and it's identical to this other one that works. This one works fine. So if we look at this now, we look at permissions. There is no bucket policy. We just deleted that over here. And access control list, bucket owner has list write, read write, which is what you expect. And public access is disabled. Random authenticated users is disabled. And S3 log delivery group, I guess, is also disabled. That's fine. We look at the individual object. There is one weird thing about it because it was created by SES. And the one weird thing about it is that it has a different object owner, which is this external account. My guess is this is the SES service itself that created this. Please check off block public access. That is your problem. I'm authenticated. I'm logged in. I shouldn't need that. I don't want this to be public because it's going to be emails. It's the opposite of what I want. I can turn it off though, but I don't think it's going to change anything. Block public. You can just set these all to false. It's not going to change anything, I don't think, but... Become again. TFY. I don't want my bucket to be public accessible, so I don't, like, even if this works, I don't think it's a solution. But let's see if the root user. So I am the root user, and if we try and cat this object, still access denied as root. We can try assuming the role. And we still get access denied, so that changed nothing. My other guess is that it has to do with KMS encryption. That's my other guess. And that somehow SES is writing to it. SES is from a different account, so it's going to have a different KMS encryption key. And then my account doesn't have access to its KMS encryption key. That's my other guess. Which is, again, a wild-ass guess. So I don't think that's the case, but let's change one thing at once. Put false back to true. And let's turn off server-side encryption. And try that. Just because it's disabled doesn't mean that bucket is actually public. Yeah, I know that as well. But it is a suggested security measure. Okay, let's try that. Hey, what's up, Zeliboniran? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't know if this will fix existing objects, so I'm gonna, just to be, safe, I'm gonna delete all the objects and recreate the objects. And we know that we can, well, let's see if we can copy this now. Okay, so let's RM that object, which we know we can do. That works fine. Oh, right, this role is expired. Can't read it, but we can RM it. Music has stopped. Okay, so I gotta go create another object. Let's S3ls just to make sure. It's gone. Okay, it's gone. Cool. Let me send another email. And we can watch that guy until it shows up. KMS, you set user permission during the key creation process, regardless of the IAM policy. Maybe that's the problem. Check the key and see which users have access to it. So this is the account key. This is the default S3 key, which is not managed by my code. So this is the S3 encryption key that's per account, and so every user has access to that. The bot's back, guys. The fuck is this account? So I guess we gave them their chance, right? Is this ban time? Account created in July though. The account's been around for a while. They don't stream. Is it ban time? The bot says yes. Alright, bot. You answered my question for you. Goodbye. Oh my god. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, I just remembered SES is not going to be able to write to this because we removed the bucket policy. So we got to put the bucket policy back. That's why that was never gonna come back. That was so fucking funny. Wait, they just followed. Wait, you can follow when you're banned? I know you could do that. Oh my god. Oh, that was so funny. Worst case scenario, enable CloudTrail for that specific bucket and hope for the best. Yeah, you can try that too. That seems bad. Yeah, it does seem kind of bad. Okay, let's try this again. Does your lambda bobanda have the S3 get object? Yeah, it does have that. That is enabled. Hey, what's up? Anachronic, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. There's a Rubonk, of course. If you're not using the Twitch client. Oh, I see. Have you read this entire thread? I think I had this open yesterday. Yeah, it's definitely not this. We know it exists. I did this, so it's not that. Definitely don't want that. Because anyone that's not in your account would have access. That's not an answer. Get encryption. IAM rule applied to your Lambda function is added to the list of IAM encryption keys, region key users. I don't think that's the case because it's not a specific key. I mean, we can look at that, but I haven't had to do that for anything else. These are all provision resources, so there's nothing special there, but we can look at the KMS service. It said KMS. Oh wait, IAM encryption keys. Not in KMS. IAM. Maybe it isn't KMS. Maybe they're just wrong. KMS. Yeah, I have no customer managed keys. AWS managed keys, we have these. We have the S3 one. which has this key policy, but this is defined by Amazon, so I can't even change this. I can't even configure this. So yeah, these are all AWS managed keys. I can't do anything with those, so it's not that. They say about adding get object star. Yeah, we're not using version get object, so it's not that. I have list objects, or I have list buckets. It's not that. This is not helpful. I already have this, so nothing has changed there. Well, this is slightly different than the syntax that I have. But it's not different than the syntax I used in the other thing. Let's see, roll wind emails S3. Oh yeah, but no, we attach this to... Oh, we do this as an IAM role policy. Is that the fucking difference? But that doesn't explain the root account not being able to access this either. But you can change this, because this is slightly different than the way that I've done them in the past. So, like, usually I make an IAM policy document and then attach the IAM policy document. But before we change that, let's see if changing the encryption changed anything. Oh, I need to send a new email because we just applied this. Red Sky 1, thank you for the gift sub to Preox. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. I'm not getting tilted, I promise. This is just normal. Okay, so the email shows up now. Let's copy this. ERS S3LS. Recommit CI emails dev / this thing. It is there. Can we, as the root user, see the contents? Oh my god, it's fucking KMS. Kill me. What the actual fuck? That's so stupid. So SES is encrypting it with a key I don't have access to decrypt it with. So I can't encrypt this bucket. Is what I understand. What it seems like. This seems fucking stupid. I'm gonna go flip my water before I completely rage out, and I will see you guys in a second. Alright, we're back. Serenity now. This is fucking stupid. Okay, so I want to figure out a way to have encryption enabled still, because it seems like a thing that should be a thing that we need. So, let me catch up on chat. I have encryption keys is pretty old school. Yeah. Robin says, do you know a way to run shell scripts in a sandboxed folder so that cd ... would fail, or should I use a Docker container? Yeah, you would probably use some sort of containerization to do that. Or you could... Hey, Polar Junction! Whoa, Polar Junction is OG. Thank you for the resubscription. Good to see you again. 5 months. But also you have that fancy founder badge. Yeah, I would probably use a container to sandbox something. Of course, Docker is not a perfect container or a perfect sandbox. There are ways to break out of Docker containers, so be careful with that. But I wonder if there's like a cgroups thing that allows you to remove changedir, but probably not. I don't know. But good to see you again. Welcome back. Hey, what's up, S1 Cube? Hello, hello. Good to see you as well. And how's it going, Red Sky 1? Thank you again for that gift sub. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's working now that we turned off encryption. Try KMS CMK. So the problem with CMK is you have to pay for them. I don't really want to pay for this for just a stupid email forwarder. But maybe there's some other encryption that's not using KMS. Let's see. Terraform, AWS, S3, book it. Seems well designed. Smart implementation, yeah. 8.8, totally good. He's gonna go beat up the plushies. Did I beat up the plushies? No, they're fine. They're fine. I just screamed into a pillow. It's fine. I saw a post earlier that I ignored to mention that says use AES 256 with your bucket. When configuring SES to write to it, I can't find it anymore. Oh, that could be a thing. Could be a thing. Let me try and find that. Robin says, playing with something that executes shell scripts on my behalf. I see. Okay, let's see what the encryption settings are. No. Oh, I just bookmarked this, didn't I? Remove. I wonder how many bookmarks I have. How do I even do that? Bookmarks. I have bookmarked... Wait, where's the other ones? Bookmark manager. Other. Oh, really? That's the only one? Oh, okay. Then I guess I've been good about not doing that. Okay, encryption. So this is making a CMK, which we don't want to do. S3 default encryption. Objects are encrypted using server-side encryption either with S3 managed keys or customer managed keys. Blah, 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 blah. Using encryption for cross-account operations. That might be what's going on here. Be aware of the following when using encryption for cross-account. The AWS managed CM key is used when a CMK iron or AWS is not provided at request time. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, what's up, Jammin? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. You're uploading or accessing S3 using identity, using IAM principals. They're in the same AWS account as your CMK. You can use the AWS managed CMK. Using IAM identity principles. That's not what we're doing. Use the CMK if you want to get cross-account access to your S3 objects. Sounds like we might need this. No, don't care about replication, don't care about that. Okay, so that's definitely the problem. Guess we just don't encrypt this bucket. Because I don't want to pay for a CMK for something that's essentially ephemeral. And email is already not really. I mean, it's supposed to be secret and sensitive, but it goes over the wire, so email's not exactly the safest transport. So I don't really particularly care about encrypting it. It's just really frustrating. Can confirm after checking the VODs that the visible plushies were not touched. Well, you can also see, Zane, wait. Yeah, no, Zane was not touched. Zane's chilling over here. Katie's over there. And Leonard and the other rejects are still chilling in the other room. So it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Have you heard of Game Left? Yeah, I've heard of Game Left. It's kind of cool. Interesting idea. What Older Bear says, I'm writing Go and I have some channels, Input Chan, Result Chan, Air Chan, and now I feel like a weeb. They only secure emails over Horsepack. Hey, what's up, Binary? Good to see you again. Okay, so we have things into the bucket now. It only took 2 days and like 6 hours of banging my head against this, but we finally got there. Cannot have this because SES is doing the insertions, not us. Just fucking wonderful. But RIP all that time I spent debugging this. So, do I have a sex bot commenting on my videos? Oh no, it's not actually a sex bot. It's got a real YouTube comment today. Oh, that was cool. Did you see that? Okay, so I had that window minimized behind the VM, but I was able to drag a tab into a window that doesn't exist. Oh, that's kind of cool. But anyway, there's a new comment. And it's not a sex bot. Oh, at the end of this video, I posted this video today. At the end of this video, I was like, oh, actually, it crashed. It didn't actually crash. I just missed the stack trace. In reality, I checked the footage and it didn't crash. I just saw the stack trace and just the stack trace from the previous command assumed. Oops. Anyway, YouTubes. Oh, I wonder if where's this tutorial? I wonder if this mentions encryption at all. It doesn't. Totally doesn't. Totally doesn't. What a mess. What a goddamn mess. Okay. Anyway, we can at least write the email code now. Although, can we write the email code? Because I wonder if my account got enabled for SES. Let's see. I didn't get an email about it, and everyone's probably on holiday, so probably not. I'm probably still in the sandbox. Domains. How do you see if you're in the sandbox? Email sending. Yeah. Mailbox simulator. Guess we can do that. And verified email addresses or domains. How do we make a verified email address? You've not verified any email addresses. Verify a new email address. Okay, we're gonna do this manually. For now, just because we're in the sandbox, but we will do this less manually later. Okay. Verified. Refresh. Verified. Okay, so we should be able to send to this email address, I guess, now. Hey, what's up, Llama OXO? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. But oh no, a not provisioned resource. I lost my little chat counter. Where did it go? IP over avian care. We need a mistake/leaks counter. I don't know. I make software mistakes all the time. I don't know that that is actually a valid counter, but yeah, token leaking is a big deal. But I haven't leaked a token in quite a while, so I think we've been doing pretty well there. Hey, what's up, JustDev0? Hello, hello. RDR2 doesn't seem to be secure. What kind of savage uses light theme on YouTube? I use light theme on Twitter too. You still messed up the outro? I mean, just wait until you see a couple videos later. There's one where I really botched the outro. Even when I have the outro text like in front of my face and I still fucked it up. I just don't think you can use a Gmail account. Here? I just verified this. It's working. Should work. We're gonna be sending to this. Stupid says, I'm glad you solved the error, but quite miffed we can't encrypt all things, right? That's so stupid. Hey, Two Brum, how's it going? Good to see you again. Okay. So, I don't want to copy paste their code. I kind of want to write my own code, but I kind of want to look at how they load the email object, which is their big blob of Python code down here. So, you know, they have some. This is literally just the headers, right? Yeah, this is just the full header thing here. Subject from to. Yeah, so don't we just load this as an email object? Is that what they do? They grab the object from S3 and they look at the body and file dict. Why would they do that? And then they parse it with the email module, they grab the subject. We're probably gonna just send it through plain. My multi-part, where do you come from? Oh, just from here. What is it doing here? Is it just mutating the object and then it's, oh, it's gonna just spit it out as a string and then it's gonna call SES with send raw email. Destinations raw message. Which is just this. Okay. This isn't so bad. Okay, so we can probably write something like this manually. Okay, email forwarder. Oh. Let's see. We're going to make a lambda handler.py name equals main, exit main. This will just give us a way to test this. True and 0. I know we're gonna need the email module. And we're gonna need argparse. And we'll have lambda handler, which takes event, which I believe is dicster any, and context, which is object. And this returns done. From typing import any and dict. And these, let's see, what did I need to pick out of the object here? Message ID. Hey, what's up? Teslo? Teslax? Teslo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Front left by the speaker says, head to bed. Good luck with the rest of the email purgatory, right? Well, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. JustDev0 says, if it's not sent through the Gmail servers, I'm pretty sure it will end up on spam, but worth a try. So I'm going to be sending from my account, but SES is usually relatively trusted. Hey, what's up, KNGL? On the bonk image in HD. Wait a second. This could be a trap. We'll open this another window. Oh my goodness. It is actually bonk HD. Oh my goodness. It's almost worse. Look at the little schnoz there. My goodness. What has happened here? Let's scroll down to the one that says no. Jokes on you, horny jail is cool. You talking mad horny for someone in bonking distance? Yeah. Andreas X40 says, why the keyboard? So this keyboard was given to me by Kinesis because I had a keyboard cam. I sometimes switch back to the other keyboard, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. I don't know. The idea behind this keyboard is your hands are naturally at about shoulder width apart, and so if you were to place them down on a keyboard, they would place approximately right here. I mean, of course, if I was doing it proper ergonomics, this half would be over here, but then it doesn't look nice on camera, so we move it over a little bit. But yeah, that's the idea. Also, it's propped up, so my hands are kind of like this, so it's a more natural position. Ergonomics reasons, basically. But hopefully that answers that. If neural network's gone too far. The highest bonk honor. The original bonk HD before 55,000 saves in JPEG, yeah. Needs more JPEG! Get Nintendo to sponsor you and then give free push. Nintendo doesn't sponsor anyone, like, ever. Hey, what's up, Microdev? Samuel says, if the email lands in spam, you might have to add a DKIM entry to your DNS. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I guess I could send one. Well, that's what we're gonna try and do. We're gonna see what happens here. Message ID equals this. And sure that's the same as the bucket. So we're gonna do a process message function and process message. They didn't do anything special with theirs, right? They print. I guess we can print too. Yeah, sure. Sure, we'll make this a little bit easier to debug. Well, actually, fuck it. We'll just put it in the processing function. Process message. Print. Processing message ID. Okay, parser equals argparse dot argument parser and argument message ID r is equals parse args process message args dot message ID. Okay, this is our basic thing that we're gonna set up. And this is our message ID. Lambda handler. Okay. We got it to do nothing. Perfect. Virtualem view. Requirements. Minimal.text. We're going to need about a 3. Let's freeze those real quick. Surprised I didn't upload a wheel. No requirements.text found. I don't know why it needs that. Why did I type make? Reading requirements.text, no requirements to upgrade. Oh, this is someone else's shitty package. That's why it's not a wheel. I installed someone else's tool. Whoops. Which has a tool with the same name. It lives in this package. That's what it is. There we go. Now that's the familiar output. The fast answer makes you feel like you've looked into it. I have not yet, but we'll see. Somebody Coding says, it was a while ago when I dealt with emails, but Gmail was particularly picky about SPF and GKM being correct. Well, we'll run into that when we run into it. But I've sent emails from Cron to Gmail, so I don't really know that that's 100% correct. But that was, again, a long time ago, so I don't know if that's still a problem. Okay, did I? Yes, we did. And we'll move this terraform later once it's done. What are you, t.py? Oh yeah, we were talking about that last stream. And this is still broken, I think. Yeah, this should be an empty file, but it is actually a file with one new line in it. Should I fix that? Because I keep forgetting to do it. Yelp/requirements tools. How broken do we think this is? How old is the pre-commit config? Oh, really old, 2.1. Does it still work? I suspect it will. Emails those days are a bit of a pain in the ass, yeah. Hey, what's up, Doozy? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Does old pre-commit still work? Man, that's great. Last updated in 2019. Okay, so that's not that old. Not that old. Okay, test slash. Oh, there's no test for this. Perfect. The reason that there's no test for this is I wrote this tool at Yelp originally, and I knew I was quitting soon, so I hastily open sourced it, and I didn't bother rewriting the tests. So that's why there's no tests. Because I knew I would want this tool, so I didn't bother testing it. Oh yes, it's the drop song. YouTube's gonna have no idea because there's no audio on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Okay, where is the bit where it writes out those files? Yeah, so here's the problem. If these are empty, it writes out new contents. Dev file contents X. Is this Python 3 only? Oh, it's not even setup.py upgraded. There's no way it's Python 3 only. Oh, still Python 2. Gross. Gross. If not Rex, return empty string, else return newline.join Rex plus newline. F.write file contents Rex. Rex dev minus Rex. I like how it doesn't even try and sort them, and it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna blindly install pre-commit hooks and use pre-commit hooks to join them. Kind of funny. Because these are sets, these are not sorted in any particular way. Alright, so let's try... get dad. Let's try our custom version of requirement tools. Okay, so it should have removed that line there. Cool. And channel master blank file, no extra new line. Don't produce an extra new line in blank files. What's up, Leldrag? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see if I still have write permission to this repo. I do. Haha. Look at that shit. I am still a Yelp employee. No, I made sure to ask for write permission to this repository as I was heading out the door. Got a new bug report where they have screenshots of code. Damn it, Chrono B, why'd you screenshot code? Right, because this is not a thing on Windows. That might be the problem. Are you in a Git repository? 292 has this problem. Yeah, this is definitely the tilde problem. So you actually have to put home path on Windows. Let's see if it actually works though. Oops. Command. VN scripts. Activate pip install pre-commit. Upgrade. Hey, what's up, outdated version? Hello, hello. You still have Yelp write permissions? Yeah, in some cases I do. Vanir says, awesome how you're still using what worked with in a sense. Oh, what you worked with, yeah. Well, I built the tool, and I open sourced it specifically because I knew I wanted to continue using it. It's up, updated version. Hello, hello. It's Windows, of course it may be a problem, yeah. Was your offboarding slash exit interview basically just talking about what you can, cannot do, slash have permissions to have all the code slash things? So, kind of. My exit interview actually got canceled because the HR representative got sick like 15 minutes before and had a wedding to go to or some shit. So I actually didn't have an exit interview. But I talked with my manager beforehand. And I was like, I would like access to these things and this thing. One of them was pre-commit, and my manager was like, I think we should just give you exclusive rights to pre-commit and not have any Yelp branding associated with it. Would that be okay with you? And I was like, oh, cool. I didn't have to ask. That's perfect. Okay, so if we do pre-commit init template dir wat, that is a new one. This is not supposed to care about where git is. Neither is GC. God damn it. When did this regress? Okay, so we at least have something to fix. In the Sigwin check. Shit. Okay, well, that's easy to fix. Pre-commit slash pre-commit. Virtualem. Yeah. Actually, Talks DevM is way easier than that. Necrololicon says, are you using Ubuntu in a VM? Yep, if you do Bang OS, you can learn more about it. Pre-commit is basically your child. I wouldn't expect any less. Yeah, right? Okay, so this should succeed, but wait, what? Oh, I know what it is. This check only runs on Windows. That's why this didn't regress. This is just fucking Windows. Okay. Necrololicon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Just Dev0 says, P.S. Funny, coding now with your stream open feels like co-working with you. I mean, if you do ever work with me, I do sit there and kind of yell at my computer every once in a while. So that doesn't surprise. Let's see how this works. Sigwin mismatch. Segment slash get Sigwin mismatch. Yeah, it only runs that. So what we need to do here is if this fails, we just need to error, or we just need to just return and skip this check. That should be pretty easy. In fact, we can use this, actually we don't want to do that. Try, accept, call process, error, turn, may not be in a git repo, skip, check then. Okay, so now if I do pre-commit GC, still errors. Why? I just changed that line. Oh, we get fatal error. Not this one. Fatal error. Okay, so this should work now. Okay. That's easy to fix. Try accept fatal error. Turn. Skip the check if we're not in a Git repo. Which may result in, I guess it just hides a warning, so that's probably fine. Yeah, check out origin master dash b hide. Don't crash on Sigwin check. Don't crash on Sigwin mismatch check. Let's see. Sigwin is garbage. Co-learning, co-joking, co-insulting. Windows is a regression. Yeah. Kulu says, I prefer MinGW when I have to do something like Sigwin. Yeah, I'm using MinGW also. Is Windows Babby 008 versions behind Linux Babby? I probably just haven't updated. What version are we on here? 11. We can upgrade to the latest one. Now we're on 19. And look, it still works. See? Still works. But yes, it works. Babby supporting syntax hiding. Oh, you haven't been here in a while, Jacob.py. Yeah, Babby has supported syntax hiding since like February? March? Somewhere around there? But yeah, we've had syntax hiding for a long time. But yes, it does work. What's up, Cassasaur? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Chronope says, glad it was actually Windows. I was scared I was just missing something. Thanks for fixing so fast. Yeah, no problem. There's actually another problem. We'll get to the second half of that in this issue. Oh, are you Finn Bear? Is that who you are? I see. Well, thank you for the report. Appreciate it. But in the future, you should copy and paste the text instead of taking screenshots. That way other people can search for your error outputs. Related to 1720. This lowercase t. The Sigwin check depends on being in a Git repo, but not all the pre-commit commands need a Git repo, such as gc clean or init templater. Allow. Oh wait, what? Oh, interesting. The dash check is a little bit broken. This is thinking that there's a markdown list. That's why it capitalized here. What was I gonna say? Sigwin check depends on being in a Git repo, but not all of the pre-commit commands need to be in a Git repo. Allow the Sigwin check to fail silently. Here. Missed match. God damn it. Create. Why get push origin head instead of get push origin master? We have a video. Nope, that's not the right video. Damn it. Useful trick for pushing branches. All right, it's not the explanatory one. It's the clickbaity title. There we go. Wait. Explains get ahead. But the thing is, head automatically refers to the current branch that you're on, so I'm not actually on master. I would have to type out "don't crash on Sigwin check" again. And I'd rather not think about what branch I'm on, so head just automatically refers to the correct one, which resolves nicely. Okay. Oh, that just looks so dumb. So the first part of this is that the Sigwin check relies on being in a Git repo, and it is only run on Windows. That's that. Oh my god. This auto capitalizer. That's why it only was failing on Windows, and why I didn't notice. Okay, we'll get better posture. Didn't notice the regression there. As for the other components here, tilde is a special shell expansion on POSIX on Windows. On Windows, you'll use... Oh my god. Okay, we'll sit up and type properly, and that will hopefully make me press the wrong keys less often. On Windows, you'll use home path slash get template instead. This probably is worth a documentation update. The docs live at precommit/precommit.com if you'd like to contribute to them. If we try with home path and get this output. Okay, so we're going to going to be in a Git repo just to try this. Precommit init templater home path slash get template. So that should work. And then git config global init.templater home path slash get template. We run it again. Works. And then, of course, I want to unset that. All right. I made the exact same mistake again. Path. And we'll delete that. Actually, before we armor up, let's ls, just to make sure we're not blowing away my entire home directory. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let me reread this again. I was trying to run init templater, so this is both a bug and a question. Found the example, yeah, the example needs to be updated, and I thought that was fixed. Yes, it is, just not on Windows. This is due to the expand path thing. Cool, looks good. I just closed it because, yeah, it's... We'll fix the Windows thing, but, well, actually, you know what I can do? Maybe let's look less like that. We will leave it open, and then we will make it so this issue resolves. this other one. Oh, fucking coveralls! Oh, well, there's no test there, so it's okay to decrease the coverage, but... Man, I have not seen coveralls in a really long time. Oh, they finally fixed their thing. It used to just print out your coveralls token in plain text on this page, so... Actually, it probably still does if I click on this button. Let me see, before I just do that. Connect to repo... Oh, it's because I'm not logged in. Okay, it's fine. But oh no, it's no longer 69%. Oh, I guess it's 68%. We should add one more, one percentage of coverage there. I'm just gonna leave this. Someone else will review it, hopefully. But yes, we let that finish. And cool. Thank you for the report there, Chronoby. James Point says, gonna head out to bed. Well, thanks for stopping by, James Point. Good to see you. Not yet implemented says Bang explains life, right? If only it were that simple. Is your right arm up to your knee, by the way? Yeah, so often when I sit, I will sit with my arm on my knee, and that'll be my keyboard rest. Also, I hold on to this pen pretty often when I type on my keyboard. What's happening? He's forgotten how to use his hands. It's true. Rocker time. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Good Blue says, thanks for all your open source contributions. Well, I'm glad you appreciate my contributions. If you appreciate more, consider sponsoring. No. Using something like Git Bash would work fine with Tilt. Yeah, that's right. I eat bogeys. That totally would work. Memphis says show Bitcoin. Something about the layout and font on coveralls looks, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The problem is the 1%. Yeah. That would be nice. It would be, Much Older Bear. What oppose are you pen testing? Yeah. Pen testing with my pen. Wait, that doesn't sound good. That sounds bonkable. Somebody said here it's the Anthony. Yeah. Yes. The Anthony. Okay, let's see. We're 3.5 hours in. I am honestly exhausted from AUS being a butt. So I think I'm gonna finish this another day. Just because I feel like if I continue, my headache is going to get worse, and then, well, actually, I don't have a headache yet, but I feel one coming. So I'm gonna probably call it here for today. We got a lot further. We realized that Amazon is a butt. SES is a butt. But you know what? That's the way things go. But anyway, let me do my little spiel, and then we'll find a channel for you guys to head off to. But my name is Anthony. I upload previous content to YouTube. That's youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode, same as my Twitch handle. I also upload daily educational videos on a variety of topics, usually Git, Python, DevOps, Docker, interview questions, data structures, all sorts of stuff that you can check out here, as well as productivity and just fucking all the same stuff that I talk about on my channel. But I upload previous videos. Check those out. They're usually pretty good. Today's is about the PS tree command. I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is on Twitter, and the other is on Discord. And my Twitter is twitter.com/codewithanthony. So follow here, as well as subscribing on YouTube. Join the Discord. I'm trying to get to Discord partner. We need a few more people to join, so please join, even if you just mute the server. But anyway, there's a nice beginners channel if you want to ask questions there as well, so that's pretty cool. Thank you, Michaela, for linking all those in the Twitch chat. But thank you all for stopping by. Let's go find someone to raid.